What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. I know, it has been a hot minute since I've been here. And apparently I did something on June 4th because a lot of y'all went ahead and left. We dropped down 6. Anyway, today's video is just gonna be like kind of a quick little rant. It's not really anything specific, so if you're expecting like an in-depth review on anything like this, that's not really what that is here. But I figured to just give that to you guys and then go ahead and give you guys a life update as well. If y'all heard that, that is my cat. His name is Orion. Yeah, I got a cat now. He's got a lot to say. Yep. Um, but anyway, let's just get right into it. So, with the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, I figured that I would mention this thing that me and my friends have talked about pretty extensively over the last couple of years, and that is the slow but steady death of physical media. Now, not only in video games, but video games is a big aspect in this. And obviously, as a lot of you know, if you're following the video game news at all, they announced some pretty major things for Grand Theft Auto 6 either today or tomorrow, as of when I'm recording this video. I'm not quite sure when it's going to go up, so take that with a grain of salt. However, like, there was the other thing, there were some other things with the game, mainly like with the premium thing. It was like, oh, we locked like 3 or 4 shops up and a few skins and a couple cars, which is fine. Like, that's to be expected with the premium version of a game. That's nothing new, so I don't really get what the discourse was about that. However, the issue that I have is they're doing like a physical release of the game, right? However, the physical release comes with literally nothing. You get the case and you get a little game card that has a code in it, and that's it. Like, not only do you not get a disc, but I feel like the more important part to this, well, obviously, I think that you should include a disc. Printing a disc literally costs $2 to $3, and if you need to put 2 of them in there, it's like $5. Okay, the game costs $80 base. You're gonna make your money back. Regardless, like the point aside from that is that you're also losing other physical media that is usually and typically included within, Rockstar Games boxes, especially the physical releases, right? Like with Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 3, I can go on and on and on. The most important part is that with those games, not only did you get a disc, and I'm very big on physical media, outside of just like video games, right? Like I have a ton of CDs, I have vinyls, I fuck with it. Um, but like you don't get a map, you don't get a booklet, you don't get anything that Rockstar Games usually includes within their games. And I find that to be kind of an issue. And I was discussing with a couple of my buddies, and for the most part, all of them agreed with me. They're like, yeah, doing a physical release without any game disc is just like a straight up dumb idea. All right, like it doesn't make any sense. It's not even creating e-waste at that point in time. You're just creating waste because there's just gonna be a plastic case. At least with a disc, that disc has a chance to be resold, and like, it can go from one person to the next. When you just have the case and a game code card, like, you can't resell that. Like, what are you gonna resell that for? It's an Xbox or a PlayStation 5 case with a piece of paper on it. There's not even a map or anything in there. Like I said, like, it's worth absolutely fucking nothing. Like, there's no point. But anyway, I was talking with these guys, and one of my buddies kicks back with like, "Oh, dude, we have to get the Ultimate Edition." And I go, "Why?" He goes, "Well, the Standard Edition like locks away so many things that I already was like, kind of like, yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, the Standard Edition does lock behind like quite a few things. However, I brought up the fact that like it essentially went like this. I was like, "Fuck no, we're not getting that." And he goes, "Why? You get so much extra stuff with the premium edition," which I don't necessarily agree with. Like, yeah, you get some extra stuff, but it's not like you get so much extra stuff, right? Like, you get a couple more missions, a few cars, and a couple shops you get access to that, like, the people that get by like the base game for $80, which is wild, don't get access to, right? So I guess that makes sense. But he goes, "Why? You get so much stuff with that." I go, "You don't even get a disc with the physical release. Like, the physical copies come with a code card." And then he hits me with like a "you and discs, dog." Like, fine, whatever. Like, he gives me so much shit because I have all my Xbox games on disc because I love discs. I like owning what I have. Now with Steam, it's a little bit different. Like, I trust Steam as a platform, and it's on PC. And discs on PC, I can completely 100% admit, don't make any sense, especially in this day and age. You're much better just getting that online. But with a console, I want my stuff physically. And I go, sending something to digital media only is like the worst move that any company can do. And I was like, the second that that company decides that they don't want you to have the game anymore, it's gone. And he goes, just read the terms and conditions, which is like one of the stupidest arguments I've ever heard back. And I go, you don't really understand the issue here because analog in general is just better in pretty much every way. $100 for a physical copy with a piece of paper is like insane. You can't resell it. You can't loan it to a friend, and there's no point to put them. They don't ever need to put the game on sale because where else are you going to get it? You can't buy it from a friend. You can't buy the disc used. You can't do anything like that. Rockstar 100% owns the game, right? Which technically every company does it whenever they release a video game. But there's no secondhand market. They've completely killed the secondhand market, right? Like there's this was a comment that was made by one of the people that worked on the team. And they go that they added that the decision to not include the disc made sense as it reduces the amount of rebuying and reselling and helps prevent leaks. That's good for the company, sure, but it's not good for the consumer. And you need to consider the consumer when you're a company as big as Rockstar and you're producing the title as big as Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, you need to consider factors like that. And like, the physical edition doesn't even include the little manuals, maps, or anything else that Rockstar always includes with these games as well. And he's like, you'll be fine, man. Everything is moving digital now. He goes, I bet the next PlayStation and Xbox won't even have a disc slot. Which maybe they won't, but like I have an Xbox One X. I have my Xbox One or no, I have an Xbox Series X. I have an Xbox One S. I have a PlayStation 3. Like, all my consoles have disk drives, and if I ever have a console that doesn't have a disk drive, I'm not gonna buy it because if the console doesn't come with a disk drive, PC is better in every single capacity. Like, there's no point in buying a console that doesn't have a disk drive. Then again, I think consoles are, in general, are kind of dying off. That's a different topic though. But like, I go, the cost to physically manufacture the standard like disc, plastic case, and paper insert at a mass production scale, which is what GTA 6 is going to be, is like $2 to $3 per unit. Even if you include like a second disc in that, it's gonna be like maybe $4 or $5, and the game costs 80 to 100. You're gonna make your money back. Like there's a guarantee on that. So you they can afford to do it. It's also not immediately released on PC either, which I kind of understand why they're doing it, but it is annoying, and it's also not launching with multiplayer. Now that's a topic for another day. That's not really here what I'm to discuss, but like that was my issue with it, right? And he goes, "We have an Xbox Series X for a reason." When I told him that it wasn't released on PC, and I go, like, it's the principle of it, like, and people are pre-ordering this too. Why are you pre-ordering a digital product? There's no point. I would pre-order like a physical copy, but the physical copy doesn't come with any physical in it. It's just a plastic case. Like, it's dumb. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say on that topic. I've been ranting for like 8 minutes now. If y'all are still here, thank you. I know it's been a while. It's been almost 3 years since I've been back here, but like I just finally had a chance. Admittedly, I've probably had chances in the past to come sit down and do this, but like I finally had a chance to like sit down and just like be creative. Like this really like struck something in me. And I know it wasn't like the most in-depth thing, and like usually I would go a little bit more in depth, but this is just like kind of like a quick rant video that I wanted to get out there. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what I've been up to in the past 3 years. Let's see here. Um, Funny enough, I'm pretty much a junior in college right now. So there's that. I'm going to college for aviation. I'm going to be a professional pilot. And for that and a few other reasons, like YouTube obviously kind of took to the sidelines. Obviously, like I said, that was like 3 years ago, so that wasn't like the entire factor. I have a Pontiac Firebird. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of what else to like say. Like I might come back here and just like add something in, but like life got busy, man. And I know it's not like an excuse to like dip off the face of the internet for whatever reason. And like I was like, things are about to change. I think that was my last video. And I just checked, it's like it came out I think October 1st of 2023. So like I said, we're approaching like a solid 3 years of being gone. But I just kind of like got struck with like the desire to make content, and I've had that happen a few times, but it seems like every time I've had something that, like, stops me. I'm recording this at, like, 1 AM right now. I have work at, like, 7, but I just wanted to get this out and done. I'll probably drop a live update video in, like, a little bit, but, that's just kind of the basic gist of it, yeah, so, if y'all made it to the end of the video, I try to keep it relatively short, like 10 minutes. I know it's kind of a ranty, but yeah, I mean, welcome back. I can't promise how consistent the uploads are gonna be, and it's probably gonna be a little bit different content than I used to do. But I mean, if y'all like it, stick around. Like I can promise at the very least that it's gonna be entertaining for me. And like I said, like it should be a passion thing more than anything else. So anyway, if y'all made it to the end of the video, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'll do a live update video at some point. But yeah, this is kind of my rant for the day. Thank y'all.